Hi, I'm Matt. I run three different YouTube channels, and yes, I'm very busy. But my solar channel has over 20,000 subscribers just in 1 year, and I've got a video about to reach 900,000. It's reached 900,000 already. It's about to reach 1 million views, and that's what I want to talk to you about today: is how one video can change and grow your entire channel completely and totally on its own. So let's start with one good video, one, as we call them, a breakout video. I'm not necessarily going to call it a viral video. A viral video would explode and cause exactly the same thing. But a breakout video means that you get discovered for what you're doing and that you start to find YouTube finds your audience, and you have that first video that can bring in hundreds, if not thousands, of subscribers. And this happened to me. I had a long form um, channel about my solar, and it was doing very decent. Last year, it was around March 3rd or so, I launched the channel, and it was working really well. But then I decided that I was going to create a new variation of short content. I wasn't going to just copy a bunch of things off of, Opus clips or something like that, and nothing against that, but I was going to actually make real, meaningful, short videos that people could use for education in small bite size. And man, was that a great idea. One of my videos has been performing now for over 300 days, almost a complete year all by itself. And every day, for the very beginning, I was getting 70, 80, even 150 subscribers for several months in a row. Now, even today, I still get 30, 40, 50 subscribers a day from this one video. Now, I didn't just let that one video ride on its own. I haven't just sat back and let it just take over. So this video becomes an entry point for people coming to your channel, an opportunity, as I see it, to push other content onto them, to use the related video to put other content on it. And you'll hear this saying, if it works, double down on it. So I doubled down on it and created a long form video of the same content that is more in depth and has more details about it. Point that video to this video. And now the long form video is one of my best performing long videos. At the same time, people, once they watch multiple content from you, a lot more of them are likely to subscribe than they are just by watching one simple video on a channel at some point, on some random stream. That bridge that rebuilds from that one successful video to the rest of your video is where everything is super important that you take full advantage of it. And I want to also warn you against just going out and creating a bunch of shorts that get a bunch of views. If they're unrelated, if it's not content you want to do on it, you could easily destroy your channel. And let me give you an example of this. Let's say that, like me, you have a solar channel and you go out every day and you work hard and you post video after video after video after video. And after a year, you're up to 500 subscribers. And then you decide, hey, I want to get a whole bunch of subscribers really fast. So you go out and post a funny video of a bunch of cats and dogs in shorts, and it is super viral. The problem is, even if that video works, and even if you get 10,000 subscribers off of it, those 10,000 subscribers want to see funny videos about cats and dogs, not about solar. And therefore, you've really destroyed your channel, because now everything you post, YouTube is going to think stinks, because nobody wants to watch it, because they're all looking for cats and dogs. So I was very, very careful that when my shorts started doing too well, that I slowed down on my shorts and focused on my long form content and keep it in line percentage wise, keep the number of subscribers with long form content up, because what you don't want is a bunch of no shows when it comes to your content. All of my shorts are very closely related now and very intentionally designed to emphasize lessons about solar and not just snippets from other videos and stuff. Not to say I haven't tried some of that. Obviously, we all try some of that to see how it goes. Um, the the increase in total session time is really important also. If you have a breakout video and someone stays and watches 7 or 8 different of your videos, This is where the retention time becomes very important, and YouTube gets to where it can trust you and it provides more trust for your future videos, and then it doesn't have to stop and test you as closely. It knows, hey, this person puts out a good video. Look at your larger channels. When they put something out, you ever wonder how they get thousands of hits so quickly? It's not because people are sitting there waiting to do it. It's because YouTube trusts them and knows the potential of the type of, or knows the type of viewer that wants to see that, and has them readily available. It shows it to them constantly over and over and over. That's how these guys grow so quickly. Then, of course, their subscriber base needs to be active also, but that's just part of it. YouTube trusts your content more, and when it trusts it, it's going to push it more to those that it knows is successful. If you betray that trust, though, you can do a lot of significant damage to the trust going forward, where YouTube says, yeah, I did this 3 times in a row and it worked great. And then all of a sudden, it stopped working. Maybe we need to slow down and start some slower tests and do a little bit different type of testing here. How complicated that algorithm is really dependent upon on how complicated they've made it internally. And I've seen it where there's little micro tests for little new channels that come in, because they little new channels can explode also. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they limit your ability. I'm saying they watch you more closely to prevent from wasting exposure and time and views and displays to people who don't have a video that isn't going to work, or give them the maximum amount of commercial time and profits from their point also. The good news is their hopes to align those profits and your hopes to align those profits are the same. And so the better you do, the better they do. The better they do, the better you do. If a channel, this is how channels can suddenly take off. If you get this content that aligns with your previous content, aligns with your new content, they run some tests, those tests are successful, they run some more tests, those tests are successful, a little bit of trust that they have built up in you allows those tests to move quickly and fast. You can go from nothing to what I call the first breakout video. When you get that first breakout video, life gets a little easier. It gets a little easier because now you're going to have an easy subscriber base to show. When you release a video, you're going to get that first 10, 12, 15, 100, maybe even 1,000 views without a whole lot of effort other than pushing it out. As long as the content is on subject and the viewers and subscribers that you've collected in your subscriber bucket really want to watch that content. And that really is the trick here. Pick a niche, stick with the niche, post to the niche, and those people will continue to come back. Now, keep in mind that it's not only about getting the people who subscribe to your channel to watch it. YouTube expects that. What needs to happen to make you grow is you need to be attractive to others that aren't subscribing yet. And both of them is what it takes to have a breakout, and both of them is what it takes to be successful and to have a channel that continues to grow all the time. When this happens, you need to be prepared to take advantage of the content. Go back regularly and review your channel. I have tons of videos on doing a self-audit to see when things change. You need to be ready for it, because you need to be able to come out with extra content about that. You need to be able to come out with shorts that point to it. You need to come out with additional long form videos that emphasize what you did before. Make a better version of what you did before. I've done this multiple times where I release something, it works good in a short form, so I create a long form. It works good in a long form, so I create a better, more involved, more in-depth one, because I'm willing to spend the time on a video I know is going to be successful. I hope this helps. I'm Matt, and I'm here to show you behind the curtains on what I do to grow my YouTube channels and how to succeed out here. Let's do this together. I hope you'll subscribe, and I hope you'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.